Good morning, folks, and welcome to the River Deben once again. I was actually here with James Crisp yesterday, James from Malden, who is a fantastic photographer. Definitely check his stuff out. I'll pop some links in the description below. That's the first time I met him, really nice guy, and yeah, we shared some tips and tricks, so that was good. But back here today, hoping for better conditions. A little bit out of breath because I'm probably carrying too much gear. Yesterday was all sunshine and a few fluffy clouds drifting by. But today it's, although there's a bit of sunshine, it is quite overcast and hazy, which is perfect for sort of minimalist wreck photography. And this wreck hasn't been photographed that much from what I can tell. Certainly not vlogged from what I can see. So yeah, it'll be a pleasure to bring it to you guys. So you can come and experiment and share your photographic styles, which yeah, if you do come along, then please pop a hello in the description and link to your work. Definitely be interested to see. And as always, yeah, if you like this content, then please like and subscribe and share and help the channel grow. I'd really appreciate it, and if you do decide to comment, then it would be lovely to have a chat with you guys. So yeah, feel free. Onto the wreck, which is probably another 1.5 miles down this path. Well, after a couple of miles, we're getting super close to the wreck, so I'll spin you round and you can see what I'm talking about. There you go. She's down there. So we've just got to get down this this slope here, which I'm going to try and do no-handed, but how well that will go, I don't quite know. Right, let's give it a go. So I'm probably going to go down this side, I think, of this, which looks to be the most... No, over there. So I was here yesterday. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to get back down. So here we go. Be a bit careful because I've got my hands full, and these are spring stingers. There you go. Right, tide's quite high. Right, the tide's quite high already. Nobody's here, so I'm gonna get on, do some photography and talk you through it as I go. This bit's a little bit awkward because it's quite steep. So I'm going to kind of slide down there. There we go. There we go. So the conditions are pretty much perfect actually. Yesterday we had a really horrible modern boat moored behind this wreck, which made it really difficult to get a nice composition. But the tide is fairly high at the moment, so I think with the mist and the haze it should work out as a nice photograph. Certainly much better conditions than yesterday, thankfully, because it's quite a long drive for both James and I, and anybody else that comes here from our part of the world. It's certainly a long drive, so about an hour and a half, somewhere around there. Got loads of flies as well. But yeah, I'm going to get on because it looks like the water is now receding slightly, so let's get a few compositions done. So I'm going to use a 10-stop neutral density filter just to hold back that light, and also a 2-stop graduated neutral density filter just to hold back the sky, as there's a little bit of blue sky peeping through. I'm not going to use a polarizer because I kind of like the reflected light. Will give that grey effect when blending out a minimal shot, so I think that's going to work. I do want to get as high as possible, which probably means coming back a little bit, so that the horizon line doesn't touch any of the areas of the boat. That'll make blending the horizon out a little bit easier. It's either that or go from what I did yesterday, which was a much lower perspective and then blend it out, or a much higher perspective and blend it out. So we'll look at those today, but for now I'm just going to manoeuvre myself so that I can get clearance between the horizon and the boat. So I bought this high footage gazelle tripod, but actually not having the centre column is a bit of a compromise, so I'm not too keen on that because that limits the ability to go that much higher. So that's something I may change in the future. The levelling head is fantastic, but yeah, I just need sometimes to get that higher perspective, which I can't. So yeah, something to think about if you're going to purchase one of these, which is the Gazelle TC7. As I say, cool tripod, but I did definitely miss the centre column. So I'll put my filters on the front there. I'm at f11, 25 seconds, ISO 64. I've manual focused on the wreck itself, so we'll just see what the composition's like. Here we go. I've got a 2-second timer, exposure delay, so there we go. 25 seconds later we'll see what it looks like, but definitely really good conditions at the moment. So it's a bit difficult to see on here, but yeah, composition wise we've got obviously the wreck, we've got the leading lines of the 2 shorelines that run to the shore here, and one that leads from the back, the reflection of the plank that comes out on the back here, the horizon not interfering with the boat at all, and also I've placed it to the left of the centre so that it looks like it's pointing towards out of frame rather than being in the centre, which will make it uncomfortable for readers to view. It gives a sense of purpose and direction when it's just off to one side with a larger area of negative space. So I'm going to reduce the exposure a little bit, so we're at 13 seconds f11, ISO 64, again manual focused on the wreck. There we go, 2-second timer. The purpose of doing the multiple exposures is bracketing, so that I can blend what detail there is in the sky with some very long exposure shadow information of the wreck up at about 30 seconds. I'm getting munched by mosquitoes and flies here, standing literally in the bush. the tones are very similar between the sky and the river, which really helps, especially when it comes to blending. But yeah, now it looks like the river is definitely receding. So I was lucky to get here on time, I think. I'm really pleased about that. Okay, well try not to lose me mic, but while the tide is this high, it is spring tide week. I popped a polarizer on just to get rid of some of the reflection. We'll see the difference at the end of the video when I post the shots. Fingers crossed they're not too bad. Oh, just got to wait for a couple of boats to go through. I did write a poem about this wreck as well, which I'll pop in the description. So if you want to laugh at my poetic abilities, then have a read. But yeah, this is such a lovely spot. I'm very lucky to be able to have it to myself. So I'll get that in before the smack comes along. It's a 60-second exposure, and then hopefully the smack won't interfere, and then I can put the drone up and do some drone shots. But yeah, very happy with how this is turning out today. Well worth the long walk to get here. So yeah, hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, give us a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Makes all the effort worthwhile.